And today, Glenn Hoddle has prepared what he hopes will be a tactical ambush. He'll use Jason Dodd as a sweeper. The Moroccan defender, Tahar, is deployed in midfield. And Kevin Davies and Yo Tessem will play in wide attacking positions either side of Marian Pahars. Manchester United have committed a moderate shuffling of the pack. Owen is injured, Berg rested, York and Scholes are on the bench along with fit again Ronnie Johnson. So there are starts for Silvestre, Phil Neville, Butt and Solskjær. Today's match referee from Scunthorpe is Neil Barry. Such are the restrictions here at the Dell that only 1,500 Manchester United supporters are able to be here in person. Southampton get us underway, playing from the left in bright sunshine. Manchester United in blue and white today. Their choice of colours here is always a matter of interest. The only certainty was that they wouldn't be turning out in grey again. This, after all, has been a ground where they've struggled. They've lost on 3 of their last 4 visits. Manchester United's manager overcame the disappointment of European defeat by spending Thursday at the races at Newmarket. Yo Tessem, the former Norwegian policeman. Kevin Davies with what he hopes will be an accurate long throw in towards Tahar, and Tessem with a shot that struck Roy Keane. Cole. So a rather clumsy foul by Francis Benali. And it's not in an area of the field where it's a good idea to give free kicks to Manchester United. 4 in the wall, and Tahar just behind, but no one on either post, which is dangerous. In fact, it's fatal. How many times have we seen it before? But still, neither post was guarded. And Beckham scores for the 5th time in his last 9 games. It was almost soft the way that Southampton conceded it. The goalkeeper, Neil Moss, very concerned about the positioning of the wall. And they made it easy for David Beckham. Gary Neville. Space again for Solskjær. He's won it back from Tahar. There's no question about which team has started this game more brightly. And Hoddle on the phone down to the bench. Beckham's already booking his summer holiday. Solskjær. Now Giggs. This is Ryan Giggs, and that was Lundekvam with the block. This is Philip Neville. Oh, and it's an own goal! It's gone in off Francis Benali. Philip Neville with the low cross. He's only ever scored twice for Manchester United, so he'll want to claim it, but it wouldn't have gone in. And it'll have to go down as an own goal against the name of Southampton's redoubtable defender. Francis Benali always gives his all for the club. But Phil Neville's cross caught him out. Gary Neville. Testing up Benali again. And Solskjær's come out on top again. And Solskjær brings a very good save from Moss. Still not away. Nicky Butt. Cole. And it was Jason Dodd that made the telling tackle. He was fouled by Cole. But Ole Gunnar Solskjær was denied only by the fingertips of Moss that diverted the ball onto the top of the post. Solskjær. Nicely for Beckham. And now Nicky Butt. It's blocked by Richards. Only as far as Beckham. And handball given against the Moroccan Tahar. Beckham won the free kick, and one would imagine that he will be a firm favourite to take it as well. Beckham and Giggs in earnest discussion. Goalkeeper crouching 3 yards off his line. And there was half a save, not enough of a save. And Cole probably should have scored Manchester United's third. It was a combination of Moss and Richards that kept it out initially. But Southampton look all at sea when trying to defend against David Beckham's free kicks. Won't be the last opportunity that he'll get. Keane picked out Beckham. In turn to Solskjær. And Solskjær has scored! A minor classic of its type. So quickly was the ball moved by Beckham across to Solskjær. And then a rapier-like finish. They're going to secure this title in some style. In any other side in the country, he would start every week. And that is just one of many differences between Manchester United and the rest. Cole. This time, Southampton do threaten to get in behind. Tessam's drive. It's the first time that Van der Hau has been tested after 37 minutes. He's asking an awful lot to beat the big Dutchman. At least he was extended. Oh, mistake by Lunderkvarm, lost his footing. Here's Cole. Dodd got back well. There are two more Manchester United players in support. Giggs. Cole, making out that he was being held, or at least lent into by Taha. Back heel for Phil Neville. Cole in the centre, conscious that he hasn't scored yet. His time may well come. Quite a foul by Silvestre. The Haas is down. It's play on, and that was a foul by Marsden on Beckham. Only 3 in the Southampton wall. They do take a chance up against this man, David Beckham. Hit the posterior of Davis. Now, was that a foul by Beckham on for Haas? Referee signalling quite clearly that Beckham took the ball. Amidst quite a number of interested inquiries from Southampton players. Well, he might have aimed for the ball, but he didn't seem to get it. And Haas is telling him in Latvian precisely what he thinks. The boos are for Beckham's challenge. Oh, and then Haas sought retribution on David Beckham. Well, that really was rash. One or two other players getting involved, notably Francis Benali. Marion Haas being called across by Neil Barry. It was the premeditated nature of the sliding challenge. Only a yellow. Huddle's on the phone once again. Tessa. Half-time arrives with Manchester United very much in control. At times it's been embarrassingly one-sided. Two up in 15 minutes. Beckham's free kick, Benali's own goal. Solskjær with the crispest of finishes from Beckham's crossfield ball. And Manchester United supporters can now prepare to party. Half-time at the Dell sees the champions-elect ahead by 3-0. Hassan Kashlul is on in place of Francis Benali at the start of this second half. Southampton have also abandoned their tactical ploys of the first period. They've reverted to a flat back four. And Manchester United, evidently intent on winning the Premiership title yet again in some style. And here's an early opportunity for Andy Cole, who has yet to get on the score sheet. There's Tessem. The more orthodox front two now for Southampton, Pahars and Davies. 3 goals to the good, and with considerable power to add from the bench. Cole's flick to Solskjær. Look at the space for Beckham. All the players to give so much time to. And the cross over Giggs. Retrieved by Gary Neville. And back out to Beckham. Oh, and Roy Keane took it into his own hands to argue with Chris Marsden, who he felt had fouled David Beckham. The referee didn't, but Neil Barry now has more sorting out to do. He was sent off on this ground in a 6-3 defeat 3 years ago. And the tempers are frayed again. He's obviously enjoying the competitive nature of some of the challenges. Marsden seemed to acknowledge that it was a foul by raising his hands. But Keane and Beckham decided to mete out their own form of justice. Pahars. Appearance from the crowd. Goes for Beckham. Taking on Bridge on the outside. Bridge fell. And then Davis made sure that Beckham went no further, and this again is getting out of hand. Neil Barry appears to be the calmest man out there, which of course should be the case. Others are losing their cool. Some of them have fairly short fuses. Here's Cole. Now Solskjær, half a hand on it by Moss, and that was enough. Richards behind him to complete the clearance. Southampton defensively have been shambolic today. Beckham. Keane. Again, involving himself in some really rough moments. This time it's Tahar with whom he's become involved. It would be going too far to say that Southampton have got a deliberate policy to rile Keane and Beckham, but there seem to be an awful lot of eruptions. Beckham. Roy Keane came off Marsden, but Solskjær. The pattern is the same as the first half. Fairly constant Manchester United pressure. Shot after shot on goal. Pahars. He's used his pace to get past Johnson and Keane and Gary Neville. Now he needs support, and it's there from Tessem. Van der Haar with the save, and Silvestre launching it into orbit. Well, that was tough on Marian Pahars. First time in the game that he's been able to strut his stuff at considerable pace. He picked out Davis, who couldn't get there. Tessem's first touch let him down, and from there on in, it became impossible. Pahars. Again using his speed, and he sliced right through. It's Pahars! And arguably that's the best goal of the lot. It'll only be consolation. It might remove a little of the gloss for Manchester United. But it did illustrate the prodigious talent of this little Latvian. He threatened once or twice to do it, and now he's performed his trick. Really quick. Van der Hauw got a little piece of it, but not enough to keep it out. Bridge. Encouraged to run by the efforts of Pahars a little earlier. Kashlul. And no one tending to Pahars this time. Creating the angle. Oh, and Letitia couldn't stretch. The flag was actually up against Matthew Letitia. But Pahars has posed one or two second-half questions for the reigning champions, who are shortly to confirm that their crown has been retained. Keane. Silvestre. Manchester United, I'm sure, would love to finish this in real style, but there's no more time. And for the 6th time in the 8 seasons of the Premiership, Manchester United are confirmed as champions. The 14th major trophy of Sir Alex Ferguson's reign at Old Trafford, the 24th of his career. David Beckham very much to the fore. They may have failed to prove that they were the best team in the world. They're no longer officially, at least, the top dogs in Europe. But there's no question that domestically they are without equal. The Premier team in the Premiership yet again.
Sir Alec, how does Championship number 6 compare with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5?
Fantastic. They're all the same to me, and it's a marvellous week to be part of, and it's a hard week to win. And when you win it, obviously your elation is understandable, and today we're enjoying a good day.
Where does the appetite come from to add medal after medal, trophy after trophy?
I think personally, I mean, I've experienced disappointments where we've not won anything in a season, and the long summers then, and you just want to get back and win some at the next season. So it's just fear of failure, really, and you want to better yourself both personally and as a team.
I think everyone can see by the way we play on the pitch that the atmosphere between the players, you know, we all gel together, we all got on well together, there's no arguments, you know, and that's the way it is, you know, on the pitch as well as off the pitch. And, you know, I think that's why we do so well.
Roy, how does this one compare?
Slightly a bit of an anticlimax after probably last season and the disappointment of midweek. But we just been in the dressing room, and we know we could have done better this week, but you know, that's forgotten about. And deep down, you know, the players are quite proud of themselves. And for everyone at the club, you know, it's no mean achievement by winning your own domestic championship because of the quality teams around. And at the end of the day, you know, we've got to be proud of ourselves.
So what sort of club is Ruud van Nistelrooy arriving at, your fellow countryman?
Well, I think he will find out that you have to be ready to give everything you have every game, because everybody wants to beat Man United, and so you have to be at a very high level if you want to be successful.
So how does this group of players that you've got compare with the groups you've had over the past 13, 14 years?
Oh, this, without question, is the best.
Why?
Because they're a maturing, developing unit who are, how would you say that, through their friendships and staying together, they've created this great team spirit. Their mental strength is getting better, and so therefore what you're seeing is something that's coming together very well.